Hello students, welcome to JE lectures, and today we are going to start with the chapter Semiconductors part 1 from the subject physics of standard SYJC science, and today we are going to cover the major topics which are related to the JE topics which are related to semiconductors. So before moving to the questions, let's have a quick overview what all things that we are going to cover in this today's topic. So PN junctions, half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier, ripple factor, filter circuits, special purpose junction diode like Zener diode, photodiode, solar cell, light emitting diode, the BJT, which is transistor, we would say the tripod. Okay, in that case, NPN and PNP junction, common emitter, common base, common collector. There are the three types of BJT. Then the logic gates in which OR gate, AND gate, and NOT gate. So we are going to see the topics. We are going to see the questions which are related to not everything we are going to cover today. Yes, but step by step we will cover everything. Okay. So let's start with the questions. So every question I'll explain you, and the logic or the reason behind it I'll explain you. So make sure you are writing it on your paper. Okay, or make a note somewhere. Okay. Yeah. So first question, at absolute zero temperature, the SI act as a, right? तो SI का मतलब क्या होता है ये आपको समझ में आना चाहिए, right? SI is nothing but the silicon, and silicon we have studied in a chapter called as a semiconductor, right? Because as of now यहाँ पे हमें समझ में आ रहा है कि this particular questions are belongs to semiconductor chapter, but when you are actually going to appear for the exam, वो exam में the questions will come from random, I can say randomly कोई भी चैप्टर से आ सकते हैं. सो एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम आपको ये एनालाइज करना होगा कि ये पर्टिकुलर एसआई कौन से विद रिस्पेक्ट उन्होंने पूछा है, राइट? सो दैट्स व्हाई रीडिंग स्मॉल आई कैन से information also whichever given in your books, that is also matters when you are appearing for a JEE exam, right? So this SI stands for the silicon. Okay, silicon is nothing but one of the semiconductor. Okay, but यहाँ पे उन्होंने क्या पूछा है देखो, at absolute temperature का मतलब at zero I can say Kelvin, or I can say minus 273 degrees Celsius. At zero I can say Kelvin matlab absolute temperature. What is the state of a silicon, I can say element? So here most of the student knows that ki silicon deals with semiconductor, so they mark it as a semiconductor, but that is absolutely wrong. The actual, it is nothing but an insulator. Okay, so insulator is nothing but the state at absolute zero temperature, okay, when silicon element exists. Okay, because the moment the temperature going to rise from absolute temperature to the normal room temperature, so this silicon element start accepting the heat. Okay, and because of this heat there are some electrons and holes pairs are got created, and because of that this particular Si will convert into a semiconductor. Okay, and this is the reason they have given in a very specific way at absolute zero temperature. So at absolute zero temperature it will act as a insulators. Okay, so this B is the correct answer. So let's move to the next. The probability of electron to be found in the conduction band of an intrinsic semiconductor at finite temperature. Okay, so उन्होंने क्या पूछा है यहाँ पे कि क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी होगी मेरे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की जो मुझे कंडक्शन बैंड में मिलेंगे ऑफ एन इंट्रिंसिक टाइप ऑफ सेमीकंडक्टर at finite temperature. So यहाँ पे intrinsic दिया है उन्होंने. So what do you mean by intrinsic? See, intrinsic, there are two types of semiconductors, intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic का मतलब जो naturally मिलते हैं उनको हम बोलेंगे intrinsic, whereas number of holes will be equal to number of electrons. And when we are talking about extrinsic, which is developed or created by adding the dopants, okay, via doping process. सो वहां पे मेरा एक्सट्रिंसिक सेमीकंडक्टर पिक्चर में आता है जहां पे मैन्युअली आई एम गोइंग टू क्रिएट एन टाइप और पी टाइप काइंड ऑफ एक्सट्रिंसिक सेमीकंडक्टर्स. बट यहाँ पे उन्होंने जो क्वेश्चन पूछा है दैट इज प्योरली रिलेटेड टू द इंट्रिंसिक टाइप ऑफ सेमीकंडक्टर. ओके, सो लेट्स सी कि व्हाट ऑल थिंग्स आर करेक्ट, व्हाट इज एग्जैक्टली द answer in this, so that we are going to see this. So first is increase exponentially with increasing band gap. Okay. So the probability of electron increases exponentially with increasing band gap. No, absolutely wrong. Because the more the band gap is, the more electron need energy to go into the conduction band, right? So the probability will decrease. Second is decreases exponentially with increasing band gap. Yes, this is the correct answer because the probability of electrons will definitely decreases because the band gap is going to be increased. Okay. Decreases with increasing temperature? No, not at all. It is independent? No, it is a dependent on temperature and band gap both, right? So B is the correct answer for this. Let's move to the third, which is a little bit a kind of numerical part. The electrical conductivity of a semiconductor increases when electromagnetic radiation of wavelength shorter than 2480 nanometer is incident on it. The band gap in EV, electron volt, for semiconductor is. So for that, they have simply given a formula over here, which is Eg. Okay, Eg is equal to Hc divided by lambda. So this is a standard formula. And here you can see H is nothing but my Planck's constant, which is having the value 6.63 into 10 raised to minus 34. And C is the velocity of light, which is 3 into 10 raised to 8, divided by the wavelength, which is given in the problem statement, which is 2480. And nanometer is nothing but 10 raised to minus 9. So I just put it over here. And now they want the output in terms of EV as an electron volt. Okay. So that's why I have divided it by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. Okay. Because one electron volt will be equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. Okay. So that's why I have divided so that I will get the output in terms of EV. So after solving, you will get 0.5 as output. Let's move to the 4. If a small amount of antimony is added to germanium crystal, right? So here we have to think first, what is the antimony, right? And germanium. So here, the moment it comes with the germanium, we have to think, yes, something is related to the semiconductor. Okay. And in terms of semiconductor, antimony is nothing but having the fifth shell component. Oh, sorry, fifth shell element. Okay. What do you mean by fifth shell element? Is nothing but this particular antimony is having 5 electron in its outermost shell. तो इसका मतलब ये होता है कि yes, this antimony is nothing but having the pentavalent impurity. Okay, so when the pentavalent impurity is added to the germanium, so what will be the output? The resistance is increased? No, this is independent of resistance. It becomes a p-type semiconductor? No, because antimony is the pentavalent, so obviously it will create n-type semiconductor. There will be more free electron than holes in the semiconductor? Yes, absolutely right. Because antimony will contribute, it's each the number of antimony atoms will be added, the more that those number of electrons will get created or will get free or may be available in a given semiconductor. None of this, no. So C is the answer for the fourth one. Let's move to the 5. In n-type semiconductor, when all donors state are filled, the net charge density in the donor state will become. Okay. So when n-type semiconductor, when all donor state are filled, the net charge density of donor state will become. See, that's why this particular, see, they are given, it's a n-type semiconductor. So whenever they are giving it's an n-type semiconductor, so obviously the number of electrons has to be greater than number of holes. Okay. So that's why when they are saying ki when all donor state are filled, okay, in n-type semiconductor, when all donor, maybe all holes are getting filled, okay, then also the net charge density of the donor state will become greater than 1. Okay, because number of electrons are more in this case in terms of n-type semiconductors. Okay, so that's why they are saying ki number of density in the donor state still will be high. If it is intrinsic, then it will be 0. Okay, but when it is n-type, yes, it will be greater than 1. Now let's move to the 6th. So the correct answer for the 5th is B. So let's move to the 6th. Which of the following statement is correct for depletion region of a diode? Okay, so what they are saying, which is the correct statement for, sorry, incorrect statement for the depletion region of the diode. Okay, so see, by reading this particular huge statement, right, you have to take some little bit more time. Okay, why I'm saying this? Because this particular, whenever it is coming here as incorrect, so you have to pay more attention. Okay, because sometimes student, just mark it as a, yeah, correct, I need to find, so they are finding the correct, again they going to the question again. So always read the question correctly and then go for the answers. So which of the following statement is incorrect for depletion region of diode? So what is the incorrect? So first is, there are mobile charges exist. No, there are no mobile charges exist in case of depletion region because all are neutral. Equal number of holes and equal number of electron exist, making the region neutral. Yes, this is correct. Recombination of holes and electrons taken place. Yes, this is also correct. So what they are asked, incorrect. So first is the incorrect because there are mobile charges. There are no mobile charges exist. Mobile matlab jo move hote hain. Okay, so in case of in depletion region there are no mobile charges exist. So therefore for sixth A is the answer. Now seventh, actually for seventh there has to be some questions. Okay, sorry, for the answers like A or AB or PC, or I can say CD or DA. There has to be some answers, but we have to just mark it as a tick mark over here. Okay, so which of the following junctions are diodes are forward biased? So you can simply check here. So you know that what do you mean by forward bias? This particular side has to be connected to the higher end of the potential difference, and this has to be connected to the lower end of the potential difference because this is the P junction and this is the N. Okay, so both will make PN junction, right? And which will make my diode. So in case of diode, this positive has to be connected to the positive, which is higher one, and negative has to connected with the lower one. But here they have not given any kind of negative and positive. Simply they have given the difference in the potential difference. Okay, so potential difference का मतलब ही ये होता है कि अगर एक particular potential difference higher end पे है, दूसरा lower end पे है, so we have to make the minus of it and we have to make other one as a zero, right? So यहाँ पे हमें ये दिखता है कि 6 volt is the higher one and 2 volt is the lower one. So higher one is connected to the negative, which is N type of my diode. Hence, this will be in a reverse bias. Now here also in case of D, the okay, in case of C, you can see here, yes, this 3 volt is connected to the P, I can say P type, and 1 volt is connected to the N type. So yes, in this case, this C will be in the forward bias. Okay, because दोनों का difference क्या है? Two voltage है, and here it will be the higher one. So higher one is connected to the P type. Okay, so therefore this is will be in the forward bias. Now let's move to the B. Now in B they have given some trick, like both are in the negative negative. Now here student will make a mistake. They think that if the number is higher, it means the, I can say, the potential difference is also higher. No, but this is in the reverse. You know that 0 is greater than -2 and -4. It means the quantity which are very near to 0, those will be higher than the quantity which are far from the 0. Okay. So therefore here the 2 -2 is very near to my 0. Hence -2 volt is the higher one and -4 volt is the lower one. So lower one is connected to N type, higher one is connected to P type. Hence B is also in the forward bias. Similarly, if you are talking about this, -7 is the lower one, -2 is the higher one. So higher one is connected to the N type. So hence this is in the reverse bias. So out of this all, B and C are both in the forward bias. So if there is any options are given in the bottom, yes, you have to mark B and C both. Okay. Yeah, so it will not come with the 2. Okay, it will come with the option like A or and B, then B and C, C and D, okay, D and A. So you have to mark third option as a B and C. Okay, you have to give it like this. Okay, yeah. So let's move to the eighth one. What happens during regulation action of Zener diode? Okay, so what they have asked, during regulation, what happened? So the first current through the resistance series, sorry, the current through the series resistance RS changes. Yes, during the Zener diode, there is a change because Zener diode consists of dynamic resistance. Second, the resistance offered by the Zener changes. Okay, yes, the resistance offered by the Zener, yes, definitely it is changes. Because of that only we are getting the bend in the current. And C is the Zener resistance is constant. I don't think so. Zener resistance is constant. If it is a constant, maybe it's a conductor. Okay, it's not a semiconductor. D1, both A and B. Yes. So here I can see that key the current through the series resistance changes. Yes, current is going to change. And second, the resistance is also going to change because of the current is getting increase or decreases. That's why both A and B is the correct answer for this. Now, ninth, related to the logic gates. The circuit below A and B represent two inputs and C is the output. This circuit represents. So here you can see that key, if I'm keeping the A as a higher one, B as a lower one. So the C will get A as the output. Similarly, if I'm keeping A as the lower one, B as the higher output, then obviously B is getting at output, giving the output to C. It means that key, if I'm keeping the A as a on or B as a on, out of both of them, someone is going and giving output to C. It means this is happening only in case of a OR gate. Okay. If both are on, obviously the C will getting the maximum output. If both are off, C will not get any kind of output. So this is nothing but the related to OR gate. So C is the correct answer. Now for 10th, they have given a truth table. Okay. Where from truth table, we have to find out key out of this, which particular gate, having this particular truth table. So first is nothing but we have to look at the exact output. So here you can see AB. So 1, 1, they have given here a 0. Then for rest, they have given a 1. So we can just, whenever this truth table come into the picture, okay, if you find 1, 1, 1 into 1 is 0, it means something is different from OR and gate. Okay, always you have to remember, you have to take a, I can say complement of this Y. So complement of this Y will be 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, right? So then you can match again A and B. 1 into 1, 1. Then 0 into 1, 0. 1 into 0, 0. 0 into 0, 0. So now this related to a kind of a AND gate. Okay. But if I'll put the AND gate and the NOT gate, then obviously you will get the all, I can say, uh, reverse of those particular outputs. So like for 1, you will get 0. For 0, 0, 0, you will get 1, 1, 1. So AND gate with help of NOT gate, together we called it as a NAND gate. Okay, so here the output will be the NAND. Okay, students. Thank you.